2019 All-Star Mike Soroka here on 680 The Fan. And Mike, first off, welcome back to town. I'm going to assume it's a little bit warmer here than it is back home for you.
It is not right now.
No.
No, it's the same. I checked today. It's the exact same. A week ago, it was not, but they got a little warm front in. So I'm actually down in Jupiter now.
Okay.
Anyways, so I'm going back to, that's probably about 77, maybe partly cloudy.
It's a little bit more like baseball weather, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So what has the offseason been like for you? I know a lot of guys, they treat it differently. Some guys shut it down for a couple of months. What's your offseason plan? What have you been doing the last couple months?
I shut it down for a week. Physically, I don't think we need as much time to recoup as a lot of other sports, especially if you're healthy, which was very fortunate to end the season healthy. So getting back into it was important. Physically, I think I need more of a mental break than anything else. Get away from, the game, the stresses within the game and all that kind of stuff. But maybe travel a little bit next year. But I'm not too big on that so far. I need to have a plan. and for this year, my plan was just kind of have a week to do almost nothing. So.
How much of a relief was it, though, just having a normal off season? Not having any worries about going into camp or anything like that on your mind?
Yeah, that's huge. It's different, too, because the last two spring trainings have gone into trying to really open eyes and prove that, you're not just ready, but you're more than ready. You're even better than people thought. You want to push doors down and all that kind of stuff. But especially last year, coming off an injury, you want to make sure people don't think you're rusty. You want to make sure you're out there and you're giving it everything you've got to show them that you're what they need on the team. So obviously going out there this year and still being 100% ready is important. Being ready to compete and showing that I am there to earn that spot again. I think that's going to be very important for me and not walk into it thinking that I have a spot because, we saw some crazy things in the rotation last year in spring and throughout the beginning of the year. And you understand that each day is earned, not given. And I think that's going to be an important motto for me to live by now that, you go out there and compete and do what you can and you'll be with the team.
You're a very humble guy. We learned that very quickly about you. But when you think back to last season, you got a chance to represent the Braves in the All-Star Game. You become a national name. I mean, you hear yourself in conversations with, the Cy Young Award vote. I mean, has it settled on you how far you've come and how much you've accomplished in such a short period of time?
Maybe a little bit. I think because so much of us, our attitudes are so process-based that we see the work that goes into it every hour of every day. Whether that's doing exercises before bed or it's, making sure your meal schedule stays the same with crazy travel schedule. All that kind of stuff goes into it, and it is so day by day that when people hear something that they didn't hear 6 months ago, they think it was, an overnight success. But, it was built on many, many days and hours of preparation and work, and it doesn't feel like that. I do understand that at 22 years old, that is very quick. But then again, I mean, you do look at a lot of the work and a lot of the people that went into it to help you get there. And we're very lucky to be surrounded by really good people in this organization and really good friends that helped you get there along the way. So, I think following that motto in the future is going to be very important.
Just being a part of a pennant race, though, how much has that helped prepare you for going into a new year? 2018, this team may have surprised some people. 2019, the bar was raised. And then, 2020, there's a lot more expected of you guys. How much does that help you going forward, though, knowing, what to expect down the stretch?
It's awesome. I mean, we should be like that every year. I think we have the means and the talent to be a team that should be expected to win and win a lot. And I like that. That's exciting. You realize pretty quickly that expectations are a lot better than, negativity and expectations to lose. That's not a situation that any of us want to be in, and we're very fortunate to be on a team like this. You look at what some of the teams in the NL East are doing, what the Phillies did this offseason. Now they have Gregorius and McCutcheon will be back too, and strengthening with Zach Wheeler around. With the Mets as well, they're all moving forward to try and be that team. So that's exciting. That makes the entire season go by quicker too when you have competition throughout. And you could make an argument that the NL East is potentially the best division in baseball throughout. And the Marlins are getting better. especially with where they've been. I think it's going to be very competitive, and like I said, we're very fortunate to be in that situation.